Your goal is to educate people about AI. Is that the thing?
Yeah, I'm not looking to monetize my audience. They all had some crazy prices. I'm like, damn, nobody wants to help a small business. Instagram was a weird one for me because it just didn't work for me.
I saw your ad on Instagram itself.
I bought my laptop for that bloody Copilot bot. Like, I want.
So we keep getting a lot of updates about new tools and innovations in the AI space. But people are madly behind AI because they see it as an opportunity to make a lot of money and can get famous in a very short duration of time. But what if I tell you I have brought you a guest who has been doing this job of creating content in the AI space just to educate and to make people aware about the AI happenings. Today we have brought you Mr. Victor, who is a very famous content creator in the AI space and who owns a page named AI Savvy with more than 40,000 Instagram followers and more than 150,000 social media subscribers. So if you are an aspiring content creator or an entrepreneur who wants to know what is going on in the AI space, you should definitely watch this podcast. Watch this podcast till the end so that you get all the valuable insights provided by Mr. Victor, and make sure you subscribe AI Bros for more such insightful content.
Hi, Victor. Welcome to the AIBros Show.
Yes.
And first of all, thank you so much for your presence. And how is it going at Bali?
First of all, thanks for inviting me, guys. It's my first time to a podcast. Hopefully, not the last one. So yeah, Bali's great. Bali's great. We had a heavy rainy season. It's not
Mhm.
over yet, but it's getting better. So yeah, just enjoying while we can.
Mhm.
Great, great. So, are you originally from Bali, or like what's the scenario? Have you shifted to Bali? Are you originally from Bali? What's the case?
No, so I'm originally from Moldova.
Okay.
Moved to Singapore in 2016,
Mm-hmm.
and in 2021, during the COVID, we've been kind of forced to move out of Singapore. Didn't want to go back to Moldova.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Ended up in Bali. It was the only place open, but we've been, well, when I say we, it's me and my girlfriend.
Okay.
We've been here on holiday in 2017, so we knew it already. We loved it, and yeah, we moved here. Uh, Kind of settled, and we didn't
Mm-hmm.
want to go, or we don't want to leave for now. Let's see what happens next.
Great, 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 great. Okay,
Yeah,
so yeah, yeah. Please go ahead.
yeah. So Peter, I see that a lot of creators or influencers are moving to Bali these days. So was that the thought, or is it something else? Like,
So it was. I wasn't thinking even of getting into content creation when we moved in here. My job was totally unrelated. I was running F&B. I was working in restaurants all day. My girlfriend was in hotels. So, well, when COVID happened, we were the first to get laid off, and because we didn't want to go home, we thought, where will we go? Bali is the only open place. Thank God they didn't close the borders at that point. We got in, then the borders got closed. So yeah, we came in here. We didn't know what to do. We started few different things. Started a small business in producing a tea, but made from coffee leaves, so something different. And uh, I was building, so we had two websites for that business. Well, we still have them. One is consumer oriented, and another one we wanted to do for distributors. And when I started building the second website, ChatGPT came along. Like, okay, let me try just some copy. Tried Dali, I think it was Dali 2 at that moment, to generate some images, and I was blown away what ChatGPT can do and Dali and all the stuff. So I started digging more into this, and then the idea of creating content came. So I started actually in February 2023, so exactly 2 years ago. But
Mm-hmm.
before that, I didn't want to get in. I was hating on influencers and all these guys because I was on the other side, um, trying to run my business with limited budget, and I would reach to them to do some promotion or whatever. Actually, the creators that were living in Bali, and they all had some crazy prices. I'm like, damn, nobody wants to help a small business. Oh, now I'm on the other side and I kind of understand them. Well, I understand both sides, but yeah, that was my journey from hating on creators and influencers to actually becoming one.
All right. Okay. So, like, what, like, as you described right now, your journey, right from hating content creation to becoming one. Like right now, you have for over 40,000 followers on Instagram,
Hmm.
and you own like over 150,000 subscribers across all social media platforms, right? So, what key strategies helped you to grow over these followers or these subscribers? I'm specifically talking about Instagram. So, what key strategies did you apply or did you use to start from 0 to 40K right now where you are?
Right. Well, Instagram was a weird one for me because it just didn't work for me. So I started, as I said, 2 years ago in February on all platforms: TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. And I don't know why, but I was thinking I will grow, or I wanted to focus on YouTube. I didn't want to focus though on long form, and I was thinking maybe YouTube Shorts, maybe getting later into the long form content, and just uploading videos and trying to be consistent, uh, following some of these gurus that help you how to grow. Nothing works. It's just consistency. And it was so weird that Instagram was just not working for me. I was posting same content on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook.
Mhm.
TikTok was the first one to take off. So, about after probably 6 months in July, August, started to kind of take off on TikTok. And at the same time, or a little bit later, a couple of weeks later on Facebook. So I grew quickly to 10K on TikTok, then 20, then 30. Then I kind of stopped. And on Facebook, I went straight up to 40K and I stopped there. Like for a year, I'm on 40 and it's not moving. It just died there. But Instagram was so weird that I had in May last year, so 9 months ago, after over a year of posting consistently, I had 300 followers. That's it. It was not moving at all. And then one day it took one video to blow up. Well, it went to 100 and something K. It was a big deal for me. It's not something mega viral, but it was a good one for me. Then the next video, um, it was a video. I remember it was a video done for InVideo AI. You guys know the platform probably.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
It wasn't a promotion though. It wasn't a paid one. I just made and I came up with an idea to, but a different type of video that I see other people adopted it as well, where I just type a prompt and then something happens there, like create a video about this thing, and then I'll play a short clip, then add subtitles, then I'll play a clip, then add some music, I'll play that. And I don't know, it made so many people angry that they were commenting, it doesn't work like that. Anyway, that video blew up. I don't know, it gained about 3 million views or something like that when I last checked on it. And that pumped me to about 10,000 followers. About that happened around June, and since then I'm consistently growing. Though there are ups and downs, always some videos will take off, some videos will die, but I didn't use any key strategies, and what I was doing just consistently posting, and I didn't give up posting on Instagram because TikTok was going well already. I had about 50,000 followers at that moment on TikTok, and I'm like, yeah, just it takes me 2 minutes to repost on Instagram, so just keep doing. Maybe one day it will work. So yeah,
Hmm. Sounds good, man. Sounds good. So, like, uh, being consistent is the key that you would like to give the message.
absolutely, absolutely. That
Yeah,
that
yeah.
that worked on all
Hmm.
platforms. Still, some platforms I cannot crack the code. For example, on YouTube, even I'm doing short form. I'm not talking about X because that one
Hmm.
is weird. And well,
Hmm.
you should post more written content there, but don't do that. I'm focused on short form. So yeah.
And I recently saw one of your ads for I think you made an app for a tool. I think I saw your ad on Instagram itself. I'm not sure about it. If it's an ad or something, it was written something like a sponsorship or something.
Some
So
of these sponsorships I was doing, the companies will ask or will not ask, but promote
they
my
might
video,
have used your video.
use it in the ads. Yeah, recently I had a little bit of back and forth with one of the companies. I made a video, a free video, and I saw it in their ads. I was like emailing them, asking what's about. They apologized, took it down.
Mhm.
Uh, but yeah, it happens. Many people will message me and say, "Hey, look, I saw you in the ad there or there or there." I'm like, yeah,
Sounds great. Sounds good.
So even your video, this is on Genesis. We were like looking at the list of your videos on Instagram. We
hmm
were trying to understand the virality, and we did the breakdown, and we saw one of the reel was on Genesis physics engine, which it really did well. And any idea or any thoughts on that? How you did come up with the ideation of that reel, and uh, what do you think, like why it performed so well as compared to the other ones?
it was a viral topic at the moment. So I have kind of two types of content on my channel, mostly tutorials
Hmm.
and news. When a tool will come out or something interesting, I'll talk about that. So woke up one morning, so Twitter is blowing up about this Genesis. Everyone is talking. All the big creators are talking about it. So I did a little bit of research on it. I'm like, let's just post it, And it didn't take me long. Sometimes I'm spending on a video 1, 2, even 3 days, depending on the B-roll. That video probably took me 2 hours just reading about it, what is about, try to understand, because I always try to understand first the
Hmm.
tool and try to explain it in
Mhm.
simple words for the
Mhm.
audience.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Uh and use their B-roll, and that was one point because it was so realistic. People were just freaking out, and when you start with a bolt hook, so a bolt hook will always matter a lot, whether that's on TikTok or Instagram. So you start with one of those hooks with a catchy B-roll, and that takes off. Then later found out that actually that B-roll was generated in Blender, and the whole Genesis thing is about something different. And then people again started the war in the comments. But yeah, the video was out already. They came with the clarification. I think a day or two later that the footage wasn't actually made in Genesis, but it was too late. It was blowing up. So just let it.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
So any video like where there is a lot of engagement, there is a possibility of it going into the viral category.
Yeah, so I noticed not as much on TikTok, but on Instagram, the comments will matter, and the more you have shares and comments, and maybe people outraged, you'll get a lot more exposure. So yeah, it's always good to have activity, comments, and shares. Uh, but even with that, sometimes a video will do well on all metrics, like watch time is good, likes, saves, shares, and the video flops.
Mm.
It just
Hmm.
it's just the algorithm, and you can never understand it. Recently, like this week, I'm posting on TikTok and nothing takes off. It's just dead and making 3,000 views, and that's it. I have good metrics.
Mhm.
It's not working. Today, I posted a video and it does better than all the videos I posted before this week. So again, you never know when it's something new, especially on TikTok. When the news come out, those videos tend to do usually good.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
So the latest trend or the trending news on
Yeah,
Twitter
so
or
they
TikTok.
TikTok is emphasizing news. So when you want to get some views, better do it and do it fast. Though for me, it's hard because most of the news that are coming out, or everything was happening, is in the US, and I live in Bali, so it usually happens during the nighttime. Then I wake
Hmm.
up in the morning and I check the news. Then I have to come up with the video, and by the time I'm posting it, it's already old news or whatever. But again, my audience is mostly from Southeast Asia,
Mhm.
Africa, India. So it's still relevant in this part of the world. So anyway, if it's within a day, yeah, you should definitely do a video and
So
talk about it.
the relevance of a topic depends on what region your viewers are, or what region your followers are. Is that the
No,
thing?
not really, because they're mostly interested in everything. But I mean, even if it's kind of late for the US, because when I'm posting my video, it's probably nighttime in the US.
Hmm.
But it's news here. So yeah, it might not. When I post the videos, either 4 or 5 p.m. in here, it's gonna be nighttime, 3, 4, 5 a.m. in the US. No one's gonna watch my video. But again, I have only 10% of my audience from the US, and the
Hmm.
rest is
Hmm.
Asia.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
So as we see, Victor, you have been creating content around AI tools, how to use them, and so according to you, what are the top three tools which we can use for creating effective and engaging advertisements? Are there any tools for it? And can you suggest any of them
AI tools for content creation, right?
for creating advertisement more towards the ads and all?
The ads, right? Well, there are quite a few now coming up that I was testing and playing around and really like them. So one of them is Kling AI. I always talk about Kling AI because it's a good video generator itself.
Mm-hmm.
And then they adding these new features. They recently added a new feature called Elements, where you can blend uh, up to 4 images in one video. So you can post a picture of your product, a picture of your character, a background, and something
Hmm.
else. Usually, it works best with 2 or 3 images, and then you can give it a prompt and take your real product and have a character, an AI character, promoting it, doing stuff around it.
Mm-hmm.
So that that's very easy. You don't have to train like in other tools a separate LoRa for that and spend a lot of time and uploading a bunch of images. Obviously, not all the generations are good, but it's decent. So I quite like that. I see many people doing really nice stuff. Then there is Pika, which they're adding every other week. They're adding new features. So there are Pika swaps, Pika effects, Pika whatever. Where you again you can upload an image, blend it in your video, and have someone or even yourself, if you upload an image of yourself, promoting it. So these two are very good. Um, Another one will be Peak Copilot. I was actually I made a video recently on it, but
Hmm.
that's more for e-commerce and not for video creation. So you won't really create ads, but you will create very nice templates
Hmm.
for e-commerce templates, or you will take a picture of your product, put it in on different backgrounds. You'll create some nice shadows for them so it looks professional when you upload it.
Hmm.
If you sell something, when you upload it on your e-commerce store, it looks really nice. And again, this try the outfit try, so you can upload them. This is actually very good, and more platforms are doing, like Pick Copilot, but that's for images. Then Kling is doing it, and now I saw RenderNet is doing it. You
Hmm.
upload the character, you upload the outfit, and it will blend it,
Hmm.
and you can try it, and you can show it how it looks. For, like it's a virtual try on, so people can see how it will show on their body, and that's probably the future of how the online shopping will be done. Obviously, they are not perfect, because for now, every outfit you try on a character, it will sit perfectly. It will show that that it sits great. Obviously, that's not the case for most people, so they
Yeah.
have to work around on that. And if you want to really use that for your platform, you'll probably have to upload different sizes for the outfit, and then different sizes for your characters, like the body size, and then see how it works. Because for now, it's too perfect. Yeah, you can see how it kind of looks, but you probably cannot make a purchase only based on that for now.
Hmm. Right, right,
Great,
right.
great. Thanks.
Yeah,
Yeah. So.
so yeah, so I'm more interested in your content creation process.
Mhm.
So, like, how what is the process of how you create your content? Like, for example, how do you plan to make a reel? Firstly, and there's a catch in the question. So,
Mhm.
what AI tools do you use uh, while you structure out your while you plan out your reels? So, right from start till the end, right from scripting till the upload, what AI tools do you use?
I actually don't use that many, but
Mhm.
um, for the so I have, as I mentioned, two types of content. It's either tutorials or news. So I'll do my research first,
Mhm.
myself, or using ChatGPT, mostly ChatGPT. Then I have a project trained in ChatGPT for script writing.
Mhm.
So I uploaded there a bunch of my past scripts. I gave it
Mhm.
instructions on how we write the script for
Mhm.
reels or TikToks, whatever, for videos. And then I go step by step. So first of all, I give information to ChatGPT uh, on the tool, or just I ask it to do the research and find information for that specific topic. Then I ask
Mhm.
it always to remember to check the project files and the instructions, and remember how we write the script, because it screws up so many times. And then we
Correct.
take it
Correct.
step by step. I never do one shot, like write the script and I will read it. It's never that. We go step by step. Okay, let's go with the hook. How does it sound? Let's take it from a different angle. So I use it as an inspiration, but at the end of the day, I'll write the final version.
Mhm.
So once the script is ready, I will film it. And then for the B-roll, it depends. If I need to use, well, I'm basically talking about AI tools, so I will do a screen recording of whatever I'm showing. Let's say I want to show this small animated story, so I'll take it step by
Mhm.
step, generate the images, animate them whatever video generator. So I'm using all those AI tools for the B-roll, and the final process
Mhm.
happens in Premiere Pro just because I'm used to it and I hate it
Hmm.
quite often. But
All
so
right.
yeah,
So the biggest tool that you use in your journey is ChatGPT. If you would conclude it,
I'm
is it
using
the thing?
well ChatGPT for script writing. Then
Mm-hmm.
for B-rolls, I'm using a bunch of tools, those that I'm reviewing. For
Uh-huh.
screen recording, I'm using OBS, the simplest screen recorder.
Simple. Yeah. Yeah.
And then
Simple and the best.
all the editing I'm doing myself in Premiere Pro. I don't have a editor yet.
Okay.
Not planning to have one
All right.
actually.
You don't even need one actually.
Well, I'm getting a lot of messages saying that, oh yeah, I can make your content blow up. Yeah, thanks, but it's just I have some of my colleagues that are delegating, the script writing to someone or the editing, but I'm very picky about details. I'm like, okay, I have to record myself
Mm-hmm.
script, and then I have to cut it myself because I'm making quite a bit of mistakes while filming it. So then I will trim it myself, and then I will do the B-roll myself because I cannot give to someone to test those tools because I
Mm-hmm.
have a little bit of experience or probably know a little bit better how the prompting works and the tips
Yeah.
and tricks. And then I'll record
Mm-hmm.
myself the B-roll. I'm like, where's the point now that I trim my video? I have the B-roll. I'll just better stitch it together and make the video rather than give it to an editor and spend some money. And yeah,
Correct. Mm. Sounds cool. So,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Go ahead. If you were saying something.
Maybe one day when I won't have time for editing, maybe I'll do that. I don't know. Or
Hmm.
maybe a good AI tool will come up that will edit the videos for me. That's not the
Mm-hmm.
case yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, so let's talk about the AI evolution. Like, since you have been into content creation, like from 2023, right? As you told. So,
Hmm.
how has the evolution of AI influenced content creation right from 2023 till this point?
Oh, it changed it dramatically. Well, I see it a bit in my content, and I see what's happening now on online with
Mm-hmm.
the social media being flooded with AI generated videos. Um, I recently saw an account, it's called Orange Cats or something like that,
Hmm.
doing stupid videos with AI with an orange cat always in there. And that gets
Mm-hmm.
tens of millions of views. So I checked that account, scroll to the first post. The first post was on January 8th, like less than 2 months ago. And those guys have over 3 million followers. I'm like, I'm doing content for over 2 years. I can't hit 100,000 TikTok. So yeah, that's the landscape is changing. But yeah, so when I started in 2023, you could do some AI images.
Mm-hmm.
They were not great, they were decent, but you couldn't even talk about AI video generation. That came
Mm-hmm.
a little bit later, and it was very bad until like last year. Probably last year we've got in August when Clean came, then Minimax, then Runway stepped up a little bit. We got a semi decent AI video tools because until then it was bad. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I see more and more people using it or posting specifically only AI generated videos, and they don't put much thought in it. It's just as we call it AI slop. Look, I'm all very much pro AI, and I love it, but sometimes it's just a bit too much and low quality. But what to do? That's the reality. When social media came, also same thing. People will
Hmm.
post just anything. It will filter out slowly, but
Hmm.
yeah, that's the age where we live in. So
Hmm.
it has influenced a lot, or at least for me, what I see on my feed, because I'm interested in AI, so I see a lot of AI content. Um,
Hmm.
a lot of creators started talking about AI,
Hmm.
which is
Mm-hmm.
good on one hand, is a bit too much on the other hand, or at least they probably should take a niche. For example, I'm going more into content creation, and some people want to do everything uh, all at once, and they can't
Hmm.
do nothing good. So that's another problem. But again, I'm not judging, because when I
Hmm.
started, I was making terrible videos, and you just grow step by step. But many people will just quit after a month, or maybe earlier. Once you don't see any results, you will
Hmm.
give up, which is sad.
Hmm. Hmm.
Because I see so many people reaching out for some advice on how to do, what to do, and
Hmm.
I'm trying to help them, giving everything I know, and they will just give up in 2, 3 weeks, a month. You guys
I
here?
think there is, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like,
we are there.
So,
yeah, we are.
In between, we lost your voice, so now you can continue, please.
right. Yeah. So um, that probably it.
Okay, okay.
So one
So,
thing, Peter, Victor, you mentioned about the spamming of content. Like now, you can see a lot of content created and low quality content.
Mm-hmm.
Similarly, we I've been into blogging area also earlier, and there also we saw that in a lot of blogs were written through some softwares and all, and where people are writing 3 to 4 blogs in a week,
Yeah.
and the software is writing 200k 100k blogs in a week. So that kind of spamming, I think, algorithm starts identifying it, and similarly might happen in the AI space. What is your thoughts around this? Like, will this happen, or is there anything which is going to be there which will identify these kind of AI generated content? Will these content will be considered to be promoted by the algorithm and all? So,
I don't think
any
so. As long as it bring views for the platform,
mm-hmm.
you label it as AI generated. People know it's AI generated, but it brings views. Come back to that bloody orange cat. That brings a lot of views for the account, respectively for TikTok, so they can keep people on the platform, and they're happy
hmm.
about it. So why not? It probably be a little bit filtered by quality. They won't allow any uh, what you call it, forbidden content or whatever. But other
Mm-hmm.
than that, I don't see a problem having AI generated content
Hmm.
on TikTok or on social media in general. And I don't think the platforms see a problem with that. We see YouTube Shorts integrating now VO2 into their platforms, or they're very much pro AI video creation. So that's another step in the content creation. And for now, maybe we don't like some, maybe I don't like something. That's probably part of the evolution. As I said, as the content creators started, I don't know, the influencers started back in 2014, and just uploading wherever slop, then slowly evolving. That's probably happened with AI content creation, and as the tools evolve and can create better content, I think we'll have a better quality overall content on the platforms.
So it's the value which matters, like in the form of entertainment or in the form of information. which is delivered, whether it is delivered through AI or any other tool, that does not matter as far as it is bringing views. So that will be considered.
Correct. Yeah. So I was thinking, I had this wrong idea, and it was proven that it's wrong. That I was always thinking that people make connections with people, and you should be in front of camera, and you should talk to the viewer, and you should keep the or maintain the eye contact and have it be very personal and whatever. And I still do that. I see a lot of accounts using an AI avatar, having more followers than me, doing pretty similar stuff, and people don't seem to care whether it's a
Hmm.
real person or if it's an AI avatar, as long as it delivers good, useful information. Why not?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Okay.
Got it. Got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
So if you guys want to check, you know, probably on X, Rowan Chung, he's one of the biggest guys that news guys. So
Hmm.
he
Hmm.
started as an experiment, Instagram account using only his AI generated avatar to make
Hmm.
videos,
Hmm.
and he blew up. He's now 100 and something thousand followers, and
Damn.
he wrote on Twitter, on X, that it doesn't have an issue, or people don't have an issue with him using his avatar, as long as
Hmm.
he's delivering good quality content, and his content is like really good quality. So yeah.
Hmm. Got it.
In India also we have one of the creator who has trained himself the model for
Hmm.
his own personality, and it's not avatar, rather it is him himself, just they are writing text and then he is picking out the words, and those contents are also doing in millions
Yeah.
views. So yeah,
Yeah.
that is his name is Varun Maria, who is also into the
Yeah.
AI space,
All right.
doing really well
Yeah,
in
I
that.
probably have to check it after that. But
Yeah.
it's crazy. So yeah, I think that platforms not only do not like AI content, they actually favor AI content now. So
Hmm.
that's the
Hmm.
future. That's the way to go, and we probably should keep doing what we started, and that will pay off.
Hmm. Definitely.
Correct.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So, talking about like, how do you come up with content ideas for your reels? Like, how do you bring up new ideas for your content, and how much of this process is influenced or helped or backed by AI tools?
I usually check, well, for the news. I will check Twitter,
Mm-hmm.
what's happening in there.
Mm-hmm.
And for my tutorials, I tend to do more on content creation because that's what I like to do. That's what I find interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And I will see somewhere a video or an idea, and it will be in my head for a few days, and I'll try to mold it and see how can I do and deliver that.
Mm-hmm.
And AI tools are very involved in that because I will do myself from A to Z a project. Let's say I did recently on Kling AI a short video on the apocalypse, right?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll process how that goes, the short story. Then I will write it with ChatGPT, with the help of ChatGPT. Then I will break it down in the scenes, also with the help of ChatGPT. And then for each scene, I will write an image prompt, do that with, depending if I need a consistent character, we'll do it with Mid Journey. If I don't need a consistent character, I will do it with Flux because I like
What
Flux
happened?
more.
Mm-hmm.
Then take all of those images, animate them with Minimax or Kling, and then stitch
Hmm.
them together, um, and post. So yeah, I like to play around with these AI tools, create something nice. So what I love to do is to create something like really interesting, and then show the process how anyone can do it. So yeah, the AI tools are the essential part on these videos. But when it comes to news, we'll just basically check X because everything that's happening, it's there.
Twitter, yeah.
I used to use Discord, not as much now. Though
Mm-hmm.
I'm still in those communities and receiving updates, but it's much
Mm-hmm.
faster and easier to just go on Twitter, see what's happening, and talk about those news. And as I said, let's say OpenAI launched ChatGPT, which ChatGPT 4.5, which I heard is coming tomorrow. I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah, yeah. Let's
So
see.
I'll go on Twitter. I see what's about. I will go and read the paper because they will usually put the announcement on their official account. Then it will be linked to their website where it's gonna be a blog or a paper or something. I will
Mm-hmm.
read it myself, but then I will copy and uh, paste it in ChatGPT and ask to give me the breakdown of it, or some things that I don't understand. I will ask again ChatGPT to
Okay.
make them easier to understand for me and easier to explain for the people. And that's it. I will create a script, film it, and with that in mind, I'm always having the B-roll in mind when I do the scripting because after you have done it, it's very hard. If something doesn't work, it's very hard to go back. So when I do the scripting, I'm thinking, okay, this will go there, this will go there, this will go there. So I always have my B-roll in mind when I'm doing the scripting.
Hmm.
So the Twitter part, can you break it down for us? Like how you are checking the Twitter? Is it like the the profile page you are going through? You have followed few of the creators, or you are trying to identify the trends? Like how can you break it down? Like how you are checking Twitter trends and all?
I basically use it. Twitter has a good algorithm for serving uh, posts or tweets or news. I don't know how to call them that are relevant to you. So I follow mostly AI accounts,
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
um, i- and influential people in the space, and they will be probably the first to talk because everything what's happening is happening there, and their posts will always end up in my feed, and I need probably a 10-15 minutes of scrolling to see five people at least talking about one topic, and I'm like, okay, that's it. And a lot of times when you're getting used to it, a lot of times you will see something rumored for the next day. So I don't know, Sam Altman will post something that it's coming soon, guys, or some other, or recently Perplexity said that again they're going to announce something soon. So you know that's coming, and you're already waiting for it. And then you have other creators, influencers talking about, like today. I read ChatGPT might be announced to ChatGPT 4.5 might be announced
Hmm.
tomorrow. So tomorrow morning, the first thing I will do, wake up, go on Twitter and see is it there or not. Probably go and check the OpenAI's page or check Sam Altman's account or see if people talking about it. So yeah, that's the process. But
Hmm.
usually I follow a bunch of accounts, and
Hmm.
Twitter serves me what I'm interested in, and in probably 2 years, it has learned very well what I'm looking for, and then calling. And then again, I'm getting the Discord notification. Again, on Discord, you should follow all the accounts, which I'm not, but the ones that I'm most interested in, and I'll see a ping in there and an announcement, and I'll go and read it and do my research on it. And
Okay.
Hmm.
So majorly the accounts you follow and try to identify what is going to come up in future and continuously understand the trend.
Yeah,
from there.
what's already released, and then rumors for the next updates or releases.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, when you go in there and follow so many accounts, it's just natively pops on your feed, and you'll see someone spoke about it, someone spoke about it, or these usual with their well, you cannot call them clickbaits, hooks, or whatever. It's been only 6 hours since that tool has been released, and people are going crazy, and people are building that stuff. And okay, let's check it. It's been only that many hours. Okay, let's see what has been released, and then you see,
Okay.
and then you go Instagram and TikTok, but these platforms are usually a little bit slower on delivering the news. On Instagram is faster because there's a lot of there are a lot of accounts are posting carousels and text written content.
Mm-hmm.
On TikTok, it comes a little bit slower, but again, it's quite fast as well.
Okay. Okay, so you mentioned earlier like you are using ChatGPT heavily for
Hmm.
your scripts and everything. So have you tried DeepSeek or the open source model Squen for the same purpose?
I did, yeah, but those are reasoning models, and I'm not doing that much on that side.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a coder or something. I'm math science, and those models are not good for writing. Uh, Claude is very good for writing, and I was using it for a while, but uh, I was getting pissed off at some point with the message limitations in the free account,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm already paying for ChatGPT. I'm like, I don't want to pay for Claude because my subscriptions are adding up fast. They're like, there's ChatGPT and there is Kling and there is spending uh, on Flux. I'm not subscribed, but I'm using it on Replicate, 5 6 cents per image, and that adds up fast. And then Mid Journey, and then what else? Adobe, the whole suite. I have all the apps. I'm using only two of them, but yeah. And then all of these adding up, and I'm like, do I really need Claude? Yeah, it's better at writing, but I mostly use ChatGPT for everything else. I'm like, okay, let me just train ChatGPT,
Mm-hmm.
make it write the way I want, and if it's not writing the way I want, the last word is under me anyway. So I will just polish and do my final script. So yeah, I so DeepSeek and all of those are not doing a very good job at writing. Even Grok 3, I didn't use it too much.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but I'm still gonna stick to ChatGPT for now. Not that I'm not using. I'm testing them. But again, people usually tend to stick with one, maximum two when it comes to chatbots, and that's my go-to probably. I know it's cliche. Yeah, you're using ChatGPT, but it's good. It's good. I'm using it.
And it's the need of ours, so we should be using it. But as you see, like we have open source model coming up, and being open source they come with a lower price, or rather we can use it by ourselves on our local hosting or something like that. uh, so that is where we try to understand wanted to understand from you, like whether you want to stick to the paid high quality models, or are there any alternatives like DeepSeek, TV and all? So as I
Look,
understood, like it
if
is not there. Yeah.
yeah, again, if a new model or an existing model comes up and says very good at writing, why not? I might switch. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
DeepSeek comes with uh, W1 for writing instead of R1, and it's a good one. Yeah, why not? Why not? I will train that and use it. But for now, DeepSeek is great at doing coding and all this stuff. And I wish I can use a free one to be as good. Still didn't find it yet. I was using a little bit before Microsoft Copilot. I bought my laptop for that bloody Copilot bot. Like I want Because I wanted, when they added it, it was like the first change of the keyboard in 30 years. And I'm like, I want that button on my laptop, and I haven't used it for I don't know how long. I just it is there. It's there. I want it there.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm not using it that much. But I was using it previously. But yeah, just was using
Fine.
OpenAI's technology anyway. I'm like,
Hmm.
there's no point to pay $20 for a Copilot, and the free version isn't
Hmm.
that great anyway. So
Yeah, fair enough.
Hmm.
Fair enough. When you have results from the paid model, so why to go ahead
Hmm. Correct.
for the other ones?
yeah, yeah. So and the other reason is, since I'm paying for it, I might just
Hmm.
use it in full, to the full
Hmm.
capacity, and not jumping from one to
Hmm.
another. I'm sorry, because I brought now the Copilot, and I remembered I was enjoying to talk to Pi. If you guys know, it was a
Hmm.
Pi chatbot, and it was a very good conversational chatbot. And I was thinking, uh, that one will blow up because people
Mm-hmm.
using all of these virtual boyfriends, girlfriends, whatever, paying
Hmm.
lots of money for those. And I was thinking that Pi can replace them, and it was a friendly, good chatbot. And sometimes just talking to him was nice, or talking to
Hmm.
it. Then Microsoft hired their CEO, Mustafa Suleiman,
Mm-hmm.
and hired
Hmm.
most of their devs for Copilot, and they kind of transform now the Copilot into Pi. They copied the design, they copied
Oh.
the colors and everything, his friendliness, and left that chatbot out. I was like, man, that's a shame. That's a shame. I don't like the new Copilot being like that. I used to like the old Pi, and now it's just
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it
Microsoft being
happens
Microsoft.
lot of
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
my yeah.
Hmm.
I'm using their technology. I'm on Windows laptop, but yeah, some stuff they're doing, I'm not a big fan of. Though.
Uh,
Yeah, as you mentioned about like you have to pay for these different tools, LLMs. So somewhere you are spending out the money. So let's come to the monetization part. So as a brand, AI savvy, as an influencer brand, what are the ways you are earning money? And
From the AI savvy, I'm only doing sponsorships for now.
hmm.
I
Okay.
haven't released a product of mine, whether an app or a course or something.
Hmm.
So yeah, I only do sponsorships, and not that I'm in very big need of them when the uh, offer comes.
Mm-hmm.
And if I like it, I might take it. If it doesn't click with me, sorry, I'm not taking it.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm not. I know some people are making, or some creators are starting their accounts with this goal
Hmm.
to grow as much as possible, or as fast as possible, and monetize as fast as possible. Mine wasn't the case. I mean, I started this account to share what I'm learning along the way, and it wasn't with the goal of fast monetization. It was with the goal of, let me share what I learned with other people, and help
Mm-hmm.
them. And it's still my goal to date. And I'm not optimizing for viral content. I know lots of creators that do that. I don't blame them. Everyone is taking their own path. But if you notice, most of my content will be tutorials, just because to give people something. Uh, Maybe it will come a time and I will do something, a product or a course or something
Mm-hmm.
that will be paid. But I haven't yet. So yeah, I'm only working with sponsors from time
Hmm.
to time. So yeah, that's my
So
only
right
way
now you
for
are,
AI savvy.
yeah, right now you are like your goal is to educate people about AI. Is that the thing?
Yeah,
Right now,
yeah.
you're not looking at the monetization side with AI savvy. That's the thing.
I'm not looking to monetize my audience
Okay.
because, yeah, well, take a bit of money from sponsors because they have. uh, but no, yeah, I like to give. Uh, then it will come a point when you have to ask, maybe. But let's see how it goes. I'm not rushing it. I don't like to rush things. I don't want to make something because I'm not that good at tech or building apps or something. So I was thinking maybe I should create a course, but a very comprehensive one on AI video generation, since that's uh, kind of my niche. But again, with the fast moving tools, it's very hard to keep up with them. So either you have to build a basic one and then keep delivering updates, or just give people. I'm having in my mind, I want to give people a good understanding of how to use those tools, not just to follow blindly. Because I bought a lot of courses in my life, and I don't want to give them something that they can just follow blindly and get to the result, but to actually teach them how to understand those tools and leverage them when they need. So when the updates are coming and the tools are changing, they are very comfortable of using the new features or moving to other platforms and so on and so forth. But that was like an idea in my mind. I'm not sure how that's gonna end up. I'm not sure whether I'm gonna do it or not. It's just idea.
Sounds sounds really good. Sounds really good. So, like, I would like to ask this question with the perspective of a junior content creator. Like, I'm being a junior content creator, asking a senior content creator, a successful one. What really matters is it the consistency or the quality of the content? What
Ah,
according to you is the prime? Is it the consistency of posting the videos online, or the quality of content that you are putting into your videos?
the quality will come with consistency, with quantity.
Mm-hmm.
Because there is no way you will post 100 videos and you will not make them better. Like if you look at your first video and your last video, there is no way it's not gonna be better. So the quality will come with quantity. So I'm not saying you should post just whatever slow. You should put some thought in it, but you should be of course consistent and every time try to improve. I think Mr. Beast was saying something like every time improve 1%, and that's very true. Like every other video, just do it slightly better than the previous one. Um, and then you will see if I'm looking now at my content like 6 months ago, I'm like, looking at my content 1 year ago, I'm like, ah. Anyway, it's all we grow, we improve, and we move forward, and that's, yeah. I say quality matters a lot. Quantity also matters a lot, but quality will come from quantity. But sometimes with these platforms, even a terrible video can do well.
So there should be a balance of quality and consistency. That.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. If you cannot put
Hmm.
a video every day, then you don't have
Hmm.
to rush. You do it once in 2 days. Maybe then you will get better and you will be able to do it every day. But at
Hmm.
least be consistent with your posting schedule, and the thought and the process that you put in your videos. But again, we were talking earlier about news. Those videos you'll have to deliver fast. They won't be
Hmm.
the best videos always,
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
but over time, again, you will learn how to take a news video and break it down for you to understand first, and then deliver it fast on your side. Like When I started, it was taking me probably half a day. Now it's much faster, and I'm able to deliver it much faster for my audience already. So again, that happened because I was just kept doing and kept being consistent.
Yeah.
Quite interesting. So I have many people who want to who do not want to show their faces online, and
Hmm.
basically want to do something kind of a faceless YouTube. You might have seen
Hmm.
many faceless YouTube or faceless Instagram channel, something of that sort. So what do you feel can be the AI powered process of a faceless YouTube or a faceless Instagram page?
Well, depends. You should define your niche, what you want to talk about. If you want to be educational and entertaining or other stuff, then there are a lot of tools that now can help you. You just write a prompt. Same, like, let's take again in video. They will do the faceless stuff for you very fast, and many of them are blowing up and making millions. But again, it's what you want to do. Do you want to make an avatar of yourself and have it there and post it, or you want to just be b-roll and the voiceover on top of it, and you have to define what niche you want to be in. And then after, you will find out what tools are better suitable for those. I usually like to I'm nothing against tools that do all in once. Like, you write a prompt and it will do the script, the b-roll, the voiceover, sound, music, and everything. I like it to be more personal, so I like to do it separately, but that takes a lot of time. So if you're with limited time, you have your idea in mind, you can use one of those all-in-one tools in video, AI video, shorts. There's so many now that can do. And again, it depends on your budget, because there are no free tools that you can use for so many videos. So you have to be prepared a little bit to spend from the start, and you're not sure that whether you're gonna be able to monetize that or not. So yeah.
So do you see the future of such pages or such YouTube channels?
Yeah, see, they were saying that faceless YouTube channels are dying. And that was, I don't know if it was true, but that was the trend until probably last year, mid. And I see now that faceless videos are popping up more on TikTok and Instagram. And even I was told, again, coming to the bloody orange cat because it's pissing me off. Well, you can't really consider it a faceless one. But again, someone came up with an idea, decided to do some funny stuff around that bloody cat, and that brings millions of views. And people like it. And there are other channels that they see a lot of them about conspiracy and other stuff, and they're ranking millions of views, and they're doing tops, like top five, whatever, whatever, whatever. They all have lots of views. So I think they're here to stay, at least for now. They're not going anywhere. So again, coming to that point, whether you should use your face or you should use an avatar or you should have a connection with the audience, as long as they find it interesting, as long as you deliver something for them, whether something educational so they can learn, or something fun that they just can relax, switch their brain off and watch your content, I see it going well. I was actually thinking to do that. I had this idea in mind for a very long time. I was working with a company called Vid.io, and I wanted to use their platform to start the channel and see if I can grow it. And then I got lazy after 2 weeks and I gave up. My bad. But I still have this idea in mind of coming up with an account, with an AI account, whether But no, I wanted to say whether stock footage or AI generated footage, but no stock footage. That's old already. So AI generated, and I see. I want. I don't know whether educational or fun, and see if I can grow from zero to whatever, and how fast. And I'll be very angry if it will grow fast.
Hmm. Yeah, your views are actually interesting on such things. So, uh, I as a beginner influencer, what would you like to suggest the other beginner influencers who are just starting in the space?
Mhm.
How should they proceed further? What should be their mindset? How should they move ahead to become a successful content creator? How should they plan things out? What would you suggest them out?
It's hard because it probably works differently for different people, and there's no framework for everyone that will work or make them successful. um, but if you're just starting, I think, then, and that's my very personal opinion, you should, if you want to get into the AI, you should define probably your niche, because AI is so broad. And you
Hmm.
can go on news, like I do, when you want to get some videos, but you probably should have your niche and talk about that
Hmm.
more and become an expert in that field. And I see a lot of good guys that are doing great job on, let's say, automation or content creation or some other stuff, or they are even picking up one tool and mastering it and doing amazing things with it. That there are few
Hmm.
guys on X, Twitter, that are posting always about mid journey something, and they got so good at it. It's some mind blowing content. I'm not saying you should stick to one tool, but you should probably define your niche. Try to get good at it
Hmm.
and try to
Hmm.
educate people and try to deliver it to people, and tell them why they need it, solve a problem, why they should be interested in it, and maybe if they don't know that they need it, you should tell them. You know,
Hmm.
they always say you should come up with a product that solves a problem. Well,
Hmm.
maybe you should tell them that they have a problem they don't know yet about. You know,
Correct.
Okay.
um, again, uh, and then be consistent. Aim for an X amount of videos weekly. 3 videos, 4 videos. If you can do every day, even better. If you cannot, stick at
Hmm.
least to your planned schedule and be consistent at it.
Hmm.
Try to engage with other creators. Try to get in the groups where people discuss these topics. There are a lot of creator groups where people just share their thoughts or talk about new stuff that's coming up. Well, talk about sponsors and all the stuff. Yeah. So you, if you want to get familiar with all of this, just join groups, talk with people, reach out to bigger creators, connect with them, and get into it, get the grasp of it, get good at it. Don't give up fast. Well, don't give up at all. If that's what you want to do, then just keep pushing it, because it's not gonna be easy. I see, as I mentioned previously, a lot of people starting getting into the AI content creation, and it pisses me off when they will reach out. I will help them out. I will give them advice, and then they will give up after a month or two. Like, you
Hmm.
just wasted my time.
Hmm. Hmm.
Uh, so you have to be. But on the other hand, it's good when you get just getting started, because not many people will make it. So
Hmm.
as a new content creator, if you can stick around for 6 months, you're already ahead of 90% of them.
Hmm. And
And
don't forget to follow Victor.
ah, thank you. Yeah, and then again, when you will see probably the first collaborations, the first money that your account actually brings something, it will give you an extra boost of motivation.
Hmm. Correct.
And I remember till this, I don't remember all my collaborations. I remember till this day, I think I had only 4,000 followers on TikTok, and woke up with an email, someone offering me $50 for a promotion. I was like,
Hmm.
whoa, okay, make money with it.
Okay.
So if you are in this niche, even because they say you should have lots of followers on TikTok to get your first
Hmm.
collaborations. Probably for the AI niche is not true, because even if you don't have, or at least it wasn't for me, because I started getting it and that's quite small. But even if you get like 10K followers, you'll start already getting some collabs and affiliates somewhere. Paid, you won't be paid a lot, but something. Um, and when you see that you can monetize, gives you an extra boost, and maybe you will come up with a product of your own, app and course or something, and just keep moving on.
Hmm.
But do not get discouraged, because I had so many issues with my social media. As I told you, over a year I was posting on Instagram, nothing was working. TikTok goes up and down. They changing their algorithm very quite often,
Mm-hmm.
and then my
Hmm.
videos will go flat for a week or 2 weeks, and nothing will take off, and that is discouraging you, and you just have to be patient and keep posting and keep posting and keep posting. I had once last year, uh, I was either banned or something. I was posting a week straight, and all my videos had zero views. They kind of were showing to me that they were posted. No one could see those videos. I reached out to the customer service, or how's it called, nothing from their side, and I got so frustrated. But I was just keep posting, posting, posting until I see the first video got a few views. I'm like, okay, cool, I'm back now. So yeah, it's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be a bumpy road. Do it.
So you
If you
need to be
started,
patient
I,
enough.
I encourage you to just keep doing what you want, what you decided to do, and don't give up.
So the patience is the key here. If
It
you like,
wasn't my case, and I think it's many people's case. Yeah, some people will see success earlier, or quite fast. Some will see it slower, and for those who will see it slower, they should be patient.
yeah, fine. As we see that you are creating this content for a very good reason, like you want to share the knowledge. But in general, there is a perception like people don't see content creators as entrepreneurs. So, what is your thought? Like, should they think like that, or why not?
Uh, the perception is shifting, and many big content creators, they have proven already that they can be entrepreneurs or contentpreneurs. Probably the biggest example is again Mr. Beast. He has built an empire with the chocolate and the burgers and whatever.
Yeah,
Uh, Nelk Boys having their own products. Ali Abdal selling courses and books. One of my favorite probably creators on X is Justin Welsh. If you guys familiar with him, he's a solopreneur, and he's not promoting this hustle culture. He's a very laid back guy.
Hmm.
He posts quality content, and people are just getting attracted to it. Um,
Hmm.
and then he sells his products, and I see definitely being a trend, and more people are uh, doing it and adopting it, and the perception will shift 100%, because everyone, even now, business people are getting into content creation. uh, Gary Vee is preaching it for 20 years or something like that. He's just always,
Hmm. Hmm.
he was first on Twitter, then he was on Instagram, then he's on TikTok, he's
Yeah.
everywhere. And he's a businessman in the first place, doing that. Alex Hormozy, again, is doing a lot. And I don't see it as at all as something negative or you should be ashamed of, or uh, f- a reason for what people will judge you.
Hmm.
No, no,
Hmm.
everyone's getting into it now, and more people are doing social media. That's a great thing. And regardless whether you're in business and you got on social media just to get more exposure, or you got first on social media, then you build out of it a business. Either way, it's great.
Hmm.
It's like it is always good to uh, look forward to become an entrepreneur through this path, uh, the content creation path.
Yeah, or at least leverage it for your business.
Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
One point, Victor, you brought about the solopreneurs. So
Mhm.
what I know that a lot of solopreneurs live in Bali. A lot of people are there uh, who pursue this type of career, and they have been living into Bali. So do you know someone from there, or
Actually, I'm not the very big social guy going to these co-working spaces and socializing with other
Hmm.
Mhm.
solopreneurs or crypto bros or whatever. um, I know a couple of guys that do really good stuff. They have built their businesses, but they're not always in Bali, so they're traveling. They're all over the place.
Hmm.
But not many, to be honest. I'm not going to those places where they usually gather, because I've got my little business, and I've got my content creation, and I've got my life to do. I've got
Yeah.
dogs to care
Hmm.
for, you know. Uh, no, no, and I'm socializing a lot online. I've built. I'm in a couple of communities on Instagram for AI creators, and I built my own. Uh, well, I started it. I added a guy called Matt Farmer. Maybe you know him
Hmm.
from his content. Then I added another guy, then I added another guy, and a couple of girls, and I just created my small community. But we're always talking about what's new. What should we make a video about?
Hmm.
Uh, why we're not getting views? If whatever company reached to us, is it good to work with those guys or
Hmm.
not? Yeah,
Mm.
all of these stuff. So yeah, I have these guys online, and I'm chatting with them every day, and it's good. As we started our conversation, that is good to have someone to talk with. I started it alone, and I was doing it for about a year. Uh, but it's harder, and it's always better when you have someone to talk, or to have an opinion, or to collaborate when you need, or to get help from. And I was, as always, following bigger guys. And when I was seeing that the bigger content creator will give me a follow, my heart was like beating like crazy, like,
Hmm.
ooh. uh, and then I will write them a DM and thanking them for following me, and expressing my enthusiasm, and saying what I
Okay.
like about
Hmm.
their content. And it's that's how you actually start building connections, and talking to people. And yeah,
Okay. Well, going to the next point is about like the future of AI. Like, where
Oh,
do you see that AI is going to be next 3 4 years, and how is it going to change the content creation game? Like, we are seeing already a lot of things are going on, automations and everything. And as a content creator, you must have also been observing these things, which is going into this space. And what are your thoughts, like what will happen in the next few years to the content creation, and how we should be gearing up for this as a creator?
so it's so hard to predict because whenever you try to predict something in AI, the next day a new tool or a new announcement will come and just turn everything upside down.
Mm-hmm.
And that is very hard. But I was saying for a very long time that the AI video generation will take off. I was saying that last year. I will say this. I'm saying it this year.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
and again, depends how you leverage it. We see a lot of slop now, but we'll see more quality content. Sometimes I might get pissed off about this content, but at the end of the day, it's good that it's there. People can see what they like and what they don't like, and people can sift through and filter it. Um, I see more uh, UGC content created, but not using real people, but AI generated
Mm-hmm.
avatars.
Yeah.
I see more AI influencers. Well, they are already quite a bit, but I think people are still kind of slowly adopting them. But I think it will come a point that they will not care who they follow. And I see a lot of AI generated video content in general that will be a good quality and enjoyable to watch, whether
Mm-hmm.
educational or fun. And I see a lot of slop, and I see a lot of dangers as well. We're fighting deepfakes. We're fighting fake content, which is not good. And I hope we will see companies will find a way to stop that, and we have to do our part as well, and try to uh, figure out which is real and which is fake. And they were saying before that, I don't know, like the same way we've learned to distinguish real pictures from photoshopped ones, we will distinguish between real content and AI generated content. But it's probably not the case because now the AI content is getting so good. Sometimes you don't know whether it's real or not. So you have to always do your own research, do your own part, and see before sharing something or spreading further. Do your own diligence and see whether that's real or not. But sorry, I diversed, but I see this problem which we should talk as well, because it's not only all good and roses about the AI generated content. There are dangers as well. So yeah, and I see people asking a lot. Whenever I talk about a new AI video generator, they're asking about not safe for work. No, is it? Does it have any guardrails or not? And you see that a lot of people are expecting something from that AI generator, and I am
Mm.
really scared that some of them will be able to do this type of content, which won't be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I always remember coming back, and I saw somewhere an article recently that by 2026, 90% of the internet content will be AI generated. That's
Okay.
a very scary number, and I hope that's not the case because I still care about that human connection, and I want to have a connection with the real creator that it's either writing something or making a video or posting a picture or something. So yeah.
You raised a very valid point about AI generated fake videos, something which we call deep fake, right? Recently, you know Taylor Swift has to go through a lot of controversy due to that. Scarlett Johansson has to go through a controversy. Uh, so, as a content creator, what would you like to suggest to the normal people or the people who are not well versed with AI? How can they protect themselves from such misinformation and misuse uh, out there?
Well, first of all, they have to do their own research and not believe everything they see. Now we are in at that point or in that era that something that we see, even it looks very real, it might not be the case. So
Hmm.
we always have to do our own research and a simple Google search or ChatGPT search or whatever. You use whatever tool and see whether something happened, whether someone said a certain thing or didn't before you go and share it to others, because it's so easy to spread misinformation and it takes you literally 1 minute to check whether that's true or not. So yeah, I would suggest people to do their own diligence, check, do a little bit of research. It doesn't take a lot, and if it's fake, then report it. But again, people are not doing it because it's too much trouble. And myself, I'm guilty for that as well. I see something, I'll just scroll. I won't report it. And I hope that the companies, the tools that are providing like the AI generators, the avatar generators, they will. Well, you can't always do that, but they have to have a sort of guardrails in place, watermarking tools. And I know there's a lot of open source tools that you cannot stop or control. Because if you use a commercial tool, uh, they will prevent you from creating personalities, sorry, celebrities. Uh, but with an open source one, you can create everything, and that's the bad part. And it comes
Hmm.
like whatever is possible for companies to watermark the content or make
Hmm.
it in the first place not to be able to get generated. But when it comes to OpenAI, to open source tools, which people will use anyway, if someone wants to create something, whether it's harmful or not, they will find ways to do it. So it comes down to each of us to do our own part and do a little bit of research and not spread
Hmm.
misinformation. At least I see it this way for now. Again, on platforms, we can see, for example, we can see on X, they have the community notes, right? And when someone is trying to spread the misinformation, you will get the community notes popping up and saying that's misinformation, that's not true. It will be good to see similar stuff on other platforms as well. I know Facebook were saying that they plan to do this stuff like for Facebook, Instagram. It will be good if you will see it on TikTok. I'm not sure how that's possible on the video format. Maybe that will have some button popping up at the bottom, saying notes. This might not reflect the reality, or this is fake, or something like that. That will be actually very helpful if the platforms themselves will do it, and if people will flag a content, um, so that they can do that. That will be one of the ways to help people.
I mean, these days Instagram has also started, they have also added this option to pick whether you are uploading an AI generated content or not
Yeah,
when you, yeah. So I think people should use that wisely before uploading their content online.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But
sounds great.
see, that's optional. That's the problem. Because if I want to do something,
Point. Point.
bring it as real, I just don't
I
don't
can just
need
uncheck
that.
that and upload it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great
It's
point.
good.
Yeah.
It's good if the platform itself can um, identify that as AI generated and label it automatically.
All right. So that was it from our side. Any ending words for the viewers who will be watching this video?
Ah, well, for the viewers, I would say, guys, start learning AI. AI is here to stay. It's not a bubble, and
Mm-hmm.
it's not crypto. It's getting
Mhm,
integrated more and more in our lives. And I
mhm,
know there are probably two types of people: those who try to learn and leverage it, and those who go against it. And I would say, don't be against it because you will be left behind. You have to learn it. There's no way now we can hide or run away, so we just have to learn it for work, or at least to, as we said now, prevent ourselves from misinformation, but get into it. AI is not bad. It's not a bad guy. It's here to help, and it can do amazing things we if we use it properly. So,
hmm.
and for you guys, I encourage you to keep doing what you started to do. It was great talking to you, and thank you for inviting me again.
Thank you. Same here. Same here. It was great talking to you too.
Yeah,
And
thanks.
we hope viewers might have learned a lot from your journey, from from our conversations. And
I hope so.
yeah, let's hope to build a bigger and a better community where everyone is aware about AI and everyone's using AI for a good deed.
For
Yeah,
good. Yeah.
definitely, definitely. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Victor.
Thank you, guys.
And
Thank
we'll
you, Victor.
definitely see
Nice
you.
talking to you.
Yeah.
Everyone.
If you're watching this, you have definitely liked this conversation. Make sure to like and share this video and subscribe to AI Bros so that you stay ahead in the AI space. Don't forget to catch our newsletter where you get the best of AI in just 10 minutes. You can find the link to the newsletter in the description of this video. Make sure you join the newsletter and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.